Alright, rent or buy. Saturday morning, rent or buy. Monster Hunter World. Rent or buy. Is this game worth your time and money? To me, my review, my way, my big old face in front of the camera like always. Just joking. What can I say about it? Graphically, it is astonishing. No more loading time in between the maps like back in the days on the PSP, if you ever lived that. First, I pretty much still, I snuck out a couple out. I still have a bunch of them. I didn't take the PSP ones. I've been a Monster Hunter fan since day one. But somehow, I could never, well, I could finish them, but it was hard for me. Like I was saying, no loading time. Back in the days, PSP, you're running. The whole point of the game is you're hunting monsters to craft new weapons, craft new armors. You gotta take their bones, their tooth, their skin, and then you make some armor, and it's really cool, and the hunting is really awesome. But back in the days on the PSP, you had to run after the monster. This one still has the same thing, but when you were running after the monster throughout the map, it had to stop and you had some loading time. It was really annoying. But this is no more. This is back in the old days. And crafting was hard. It was a man's game. It was so hard on you. You were always pretty much alone. I think the only time I lived the online was with this one. And the online wasn't that great. It's the first time they introduced the Wii microphone. It was pretty bad. But yeah, that was my first online experience with Monster Hunter. And then there's a bunch of Japanese version we never got. But this everybody got around the world because it's Monster Hunter World. Now hunting is made easier than back in the days. Because like I was saying, back in the days it was really hard to craft, really hard to find the items, really hard to just play the game and survive. It was just insane. But this one, for anybody coming to the series, you can forget everything in the past, all the games before. This is by far the best of the franchise. It's got some Game of the Year sense to it. If you want some hunting game, crafting, playing with friends and everything, it's just one of the best. Now, the only problem we had in the previous version, like I said, the crafting was super hard, fighting items was super hard. This one, the new engine and everything, the way to play it makes it a lot easier, but still, it has the essence and the source. It's easy, but not too easy. It has the essence of the source material of Monster Hunter. The series hasn't been touched. It still plays even better than everything in the past. I gotta say, this has gotta be the best Monster Hunter ever made. To me, by far. No questions asked. It is easier for a newcomer to the franchise. If you never played this, you will have a blast. And you'll just dig right in. Kill some monsters. Big monsters. Get their parts. Craft some weapons. It's always the same thing. Always. Sorry about that. I'm super sick. So, and you do have some, what do you call it again? Investigations. Stuff you could do from this lady in town. You know, pick up mushrooms, go fishing. A bunch of different missions to get armor sphere to upgrade your armors. Keep in mind, trying to save your armor sphere and really use your armor spheres on the good armor. Like, every time you do a mission, you kill this monster and it gives you the opportunity to craft brand new weapons and more powerful stuff. Just save your armor sphere close to the end. I'm just saying. I don't know how long it's going to take. So a bunch of replay value, too much quest and everything. I love the fact what you can do is, well, previous ones too, this one you can go back, and if you missed a mission, like I'll give an example. I was scared about a mission, the thing you didn't have in previous version. I'm like fighting off this big monster. And now, anytime you can SOS flare, like a real flare gun, you shoot into the air, and a bunch of people appear from anywhere around the world online, and they come and help you. Now, this is it. If they're not real, like, you don't have the communication on and the microphone on, when you slay a monster, you get killed right before the monster, well, you get respawned at the beginning of the camp. Now, you have 60 seconds. Once the main monster of the quest is killed, this is what happened. I was killing this monster, and I got killed right before it. and I spawn all the way in the back of the map, and I try to walk back in like 60 seconds all the way to the monster to get the items to craft it. But you know, it's online people, they did their job, they come and help me, but the mission was over, so we got warped out of the map, and I didn't have time to get the elements off the monster, his skin, his tooth, and everything, to craft my new armor. So I had to go back on my own, because once you play online, it pops in your screen when you do the SOS flare. That's the other catch. It's always been like that. They boost up the monster's energy, and they boost up his, you know, attack power and everything. So it makes it a little bit tougher, but you're 4-player, it's a lot of fun. The fact is that you can do that, SOS flare any mission, and get people to help you, real people. That is brand new. The game back in the days was super tough and really hard because you didn't have much help. You were, like I was saying in the beginning, you were built a man. You had to lone wolf your way out of this game, and it was really tough. The crafting and everything, and you always get killed and killed and killed. And you have a limited amount of time to do every mission, and a limited amount of time you can get killed. But in this one, it's easy to go in any mission, call in people, still hard, but you have that function that the series didn't give you before. There's always support. If you don't have any friends online or whatever, you're like me, you play by yourself pretty much all the time, you can call in people to help you. It is really epic. It's a nice touch. Makes you enjoy the game a lot more because you're not stuck there. You could go on and keep on playing forever. So that's a nice touch. Like I said, also the crafting was really hard back in the days. In this one, it's quite simple. They tell you, go kill a monster, and you have those green flies now. They kind of help you out to track the monsters. That's another system I really just, wow, Capcom, you're really helping us out. I love the fact that they're holding our hand now, much more than back in the days. Maybe hardcore players is going to be disappointed and say, oh man, that sucks. But for me and newcomers to the franchise, everybody's going to love this. The fact that there's the tracking flies telling you what to pick up and what to go see. And that new tracking where you smell the paws of the monster you're tracking. The more you track, the more you detect him, the more you see him off the map, and you could go straight to him. But those flies helping you all around, everything. Did I forget something? Crafting system, the online help, SOS flare. Just pause your menu and go SOS flare, and it's just so epic. I think I didn't forget. Graphically, it's amazing. I gotta point out the map. The no loading time from back in the days, but the map, like there's more and more map. It's so huge. The more you go, the more you unlock. But just the main first forest map you play, it is huge, and it's intertwined with secret passages like you didn't feel back in the days. Back in the days, you used to get on top of a cliff and you jump down and boom, loading time. And then you appeared down there. It was, you know, it was cut. And now it's just fluid and luscious. You could go through vines, climb anywhere. It's just, there's passageways galore. You think you know, but you don't know. When you're hunting monsters, the monsters, they go hide in places. It's just the best. Just running after monsters, killing them, and crafting stuff. For me, it has that game of the year shine. Once in a while, I know I buy a bunch of games, but I gotta be honest, and it really made me think. And I just buy and buy and buy. And today, it's not like back when we were kids. I just want to end with this. Back when we were kids, we didn't have lots of games. And when they came out, they had soul. They had purpose. Now it's pretty much just a cash grab. Sometimes, they're good. I'm just saying sometimes. Games come out, and they do have a soul, and they do have depthness, and you do get attached to it, and you forget about everything else you have, and you just want to play that one. Now this comes in rarely now in 2018, so I got a feeling this game is going to get an award or something, but I'm just saying, rarely. Last time I felt like that was Horizon Zero Dawn. There's some games that really grasp me for life that you really want to play. I could go back in time and really like reminisce, like games that I'm happy to play and I want to skip through cutscenes. I don't care about this. You know, some games you just play, you're looking at the story, you're like, I want to skip. I don't care. I just want to play. This one, I'm actually reading everything. I'm taking my time with it. Just sometimes games comes around, rarely now, but I hope we'll have more of a year like that this year. then, you know, just cash grabs. Some of them are fun, but a lot of them are just reprint and remastered and everything. Original stuff like this. Because what Capcom already did with Monster Hunter was pretty much like Street Fighter. Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, perfect example. Monster Hunter 3, Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate again, then Monster Hunter 4. They did that. But I hope they're not going to do this with the franchise. Now, Monster Hunter World would be Monster Hunter 5 or 6. I don't know. Comments down below. It's been a long enough review. What I want to point out is rarely good games come out. But this is must own, must buy. One of those. So it really made me think. I think I really got to go back to my motto and rent or buy. And start renting my stuff again. Because when I get a good game like that, I don't really want to play anything else. I got the brand new Final Fantasy that's coming out on Tuesday, and I don't want to touch it. So have a good one. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you soon.